Hi, it's me. Oh God. Hi, it's me, Clara A. Vernier, and join me for a rant and a red stripe. What do I look like? Join Clara for a red stripe and a rant. Hey darlings, it's me, Clara A. Vernier, and this is Spirit Vehicle. I guess I just wanted to touch on something which has come to my attention kind of a lot recently. It's very easy when someone does something that we don't like to get angry at them, hate on them, call them names, or just generally just blame them as if they are in the wrong or are being bad. You'll have to excuse me, I've had a very strong herbal tea. When people are being out of order, as far as we're concerned, and when someone's upsetting us, rather than condemn them, I urge you, or I recommend, that you try and just imagine that you were them. Now that seems like really straightforward advice, but actually that's something that's really hard to do. It means removing our storyline from our perspective, from our consciousness, and replacing it with somebody else's, with their storyline, with their reasons for, behaving in a dysfunctional manner. That's really hard to do. But if you do that, you very quickly come to realize that everybody is working from where they're at. So if they are quietly suffering in some way, say, if they are dealing with something which they're not necessarily sharing with lots of people, and they, because of this pain that they're experiencing in their private life, are acting out in a way towards you, if it's someone that you meet in a shop, let's say you bump into someone and they're just a bit of a douchebag about it, rather than get angry, which is something which would have been my default sort of reaction to somebody just being a bit of a prick, I've tried to imagine, okay, what if they're arguing with their partner? What if they've got an abusive partner? What if they are still mourning the death of their sibling, who died a week ago, whatever. You can never imagine why some people are the way they are. And some really humbling experiences that I've had in my life were the moments where I've realised that I have completely misjudged someone's aggression, right? And even the people that actually really do hurt us knowingly, okay? Let's say that you have a best friend or something that's betrayed you, or your boyfriend, okay? Let's say you've got a partner or something that's cheated on you. Now, you're going to be feeling like they are the biggest asshole in the world, but I'll put it like this. If somebody needs to cheat, or if someone would do something that they know would really, really hurt the person that they love, if they need to do that thing enough that they'd be willing to hurt someone that they love, you have to understand that they're acting out of a place of dysfunction, that they're not in a state where they are functioning at a good rate. Because from my experience in the past, I'm really not going to be one of those people who gets on my YouTube channel and starts acting all like holier than thou and like super goody two shoes. No, absolutely not. I'm a human being like all of y'all, and we make mistakes. It's how we learn. We are in this life to gain wisdom, and sometimes wisdom is gained through uncomfortable experiences and bad decisions. But how much I have learned from my decisions and how much I've grown from making those bad decisions, it's incredible. I really don't want to be the person who is advising you guys on, how to live your lives or whatever, if I'm not even being honest about mine. And so in the past, I cheated on my ex. And I know for sure that the reason why I cheated was because I was trying to fill a hole, no pun intended. I tried to avoid that pun. I was trying to fill a void. There you go. I don't even know if that's any better. When I've been doing things which I knew would hurt somebody that I loved, I wasn't doing it because I felt complete and just wanted to add to my pile of success. No, I was suffering. Not even necessarily to my own awareness. But now that what I experienced when when it came to light, my ex-boyfriend was so kind about it, and he was just loving. And it was, I felt so shamed. His reaction by meeting me with just love and just, disappointment, but not anger and fury, which just would have added, to my feelings of like sadness or, being lost at that point in my life. That was the very reason that I did go out and, But it was a invaluable learning experience. I sometimes feel like we discredit the bad times that we experience in life, because bad times teach you so much about yourself. It's almost like it's only when we're suffering that we're sort of shaken awake and out of our sort of like, isn't life great? Like, or like, oh, fuck's life so shit. It's when there's something like, okay, wait, no. Something really out of the blue and horrendous and, horrible has happened. What, I can see everything that's been broken, but what is still there? And if that answer is not really that much, the idea is to find a way to build your foundations using things that can't disappear or go wrong or be broken. The next time somebody is being aggressive or angry or, just a bit of a prick, just a bit of an asshole, the next time that someone is being just a bit of a twat, try just meeting it with love and see if they don't get all embarrassed and like shuffly and like sort of backpedaling a little bit. And all that has been dealt there is love, and seeing the situation for what it is, which is two souls having a bizarre flesh prison experience and trying to pretend they know what the fuck they're doing. It's actually something which has been on my mind quite a lot recently. Just about how, for the most part, we actually don't have a clue what we're doing. We're just sort of following some rules that somebody told us. And we're just following some instructions that someone said we had to follow. Down to the last detail. And there are universes outside of our comfort zones. And I don't think we're in the right one. I don't think that our culture is at all conducive to spiritual growth, which is the point of life, is it not? We're wasting our opportunity that we got here, being humans incarnated in a body, getting to experience the polarity of life, the good, the bad, the highs, the low. This is an opportunity, and unless you are answering the question of, right, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here? Then you're wasting this really, really precious opportunity that you've got. You are the gender that you are, from the place that you're from, the age that you are when you're hearing this. All of this is, you chose this before you incarnated, I believe. I believe that based on what we died still craving or still being angry at, we reincarnate in a suitable lifetime to fulfill those feelings. And so, this is what you wanted, baby. You may as well just find peace with it, because as much as I am very much a believer of, being in control of your life, there is only so much that you can be in control unless you are, constantly following astrology, which I will be making videos about, because, this shit's changing everything. It's changing my life, and it has triggered some sort of, I don't know, so I won't go too much into it, but the point is for the most part, we can't change our script unless we really, really, really work hard in, particular ways that for the most part are too much for most people. Then this is the life that we designed, and what happens in it is a product of our own psyches. So rather than running from our psyches, rather than running from our own minds, rather than, numbing our minds with medication, that's not to say I don't think that for some people medication is all they are able to do at this point. What things like Prozac and, all these antidepressant tablets are doing is they're just numbing what is still there. And what is still there is the human soul crying out, for recognition, for attention, for nurturing. It needs to be nurtured with your conscious awareness. But we tend to be so societally indoctrinated and so shaped by our cultural conditionings that we don't even recognize, A, that there is a spirit there that is crying out for help, but B, that the lives that we've been made to believe that we should be living aren't actually right or good for the growth that our soul and our spirit is screaming out for. And so what else can somebody do when they are actually ignorant to their actual problem, other than just try and numb the side effects? Physical illness is a manifestation of psychological illness, and psychological illness is a manifestation of spiritual illness. And it's so poetic the way that it works, but it also kind of can be figured out with astrology, and by understanding the paths that our birth charts have laid out for us, the kind of emotional hurdles that we will be facing, and consequently, if we're not facing them, sort of physical illnesses that we can expect. And as much as I like to bitch about, how, kids today, they've got it wrong. Like, literally, listen to me. I sound like a fucking old person. But as much as I do like to talk shit about our sort of consumerist-based, materialistic, very, just superficial cultural mind frame, there is a shift going on. Can't deny it. I can feel it. I'm able to have conversations with people that previously I probably would have got from, one of those ones. I'm like, yes, well, dimethyltryptamine and psilocybin mushrooms. Yeah, people are just like, no. But nowadays, there's something in the waters. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now and go and finish my strong herbal tea. I love you. Subscribe if you liked my waffle, or don't, it's up to you. But this has been me, Clara A. Venier. and I will see you all soon. The third eye message for today is going to be, "O man, know thyself, and you shall know the universe and the gods." Good night.